Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and this is week 4 of my creating, week 4 of my doing 100 weeks of YouTube videos, uh, creating a healthier, happier lifestyle. My brain is frizzled. I apologize. So this is my week 4 report, and it sucks. I'm just gonna start off with that. It just sucks. I was doing pretty good for couple of days. I think I did my video Saturday last week instead of Friday, and um, and then I did good Sunday. I did not get to go for a walk on Sunday. I was up too late Saturday, and then I just zoomed church, so I didn't have to go in person. But Wednesday, unintentionally, I ended up going for a walk slash jog, run, whatever, in the rain, and got completely soaked. That was fun. So, not really what I call fun, but attempting to force myself to do something sort of social. I went to my writing group. It was on Wednesday night, which was awesome. But I left my laptop in my car, so I didn't get to share on my writing, which I haven't really been doing, so that's okay. I was just going to read something that I'd written in the past to try to get myself motivated to do some writing again. But anyway, I didn't want my laptop to get soaked in the rain. So it just happened to be storming, and I was trying to find this person's house, and we were meeting at a new place this time, and I didn't fully understand the directions. So I was not only got soaked when I got out of my car, but then I'm running around the corner to find the house. It was not where I thought it was going to be. It's one of those apartment condo complex places, so there's multiple units in there. So I was trying to find the right unit, and the directions are park on the street. So I'm like, cool, I parked on the street, and now I have no idea where I'm going. So I got to run around the complex, but I don't have energy to run, so I did a little bit of jogging and realized that there's no place to hide from the rain. I was already drenched, and there was no point in trying to run. So I ended up just walking, and every time I would step in a puddle, I was like, it doesn't matter, I'm already soaked anyway. So I went in the rain. It was awesome. And then, of course, I showed up, and they were nice enough to still let me in their house and just got me a towel that I could sit on, and it was completely soaked through when I left. So I was still soaking wet. That's how wet I was. It's crazy. Anyway, so I did go. That was my social thing for the week, actually, was probably that. I did go to dinner at my parents' house on Sunday night. It's just my parents. So that was nice. And that was pretty much it. I had my emotional self-reliance class on Thursday, and I did not go. I did not go. Um, I did not go, which is sad. I'm sure it was a very good one. I looked at the lesson title. It was something about healthy relationships, and I really need stuff like that. I need to learn how to have healthy relationships. So I really needed to go to that. I really need to go through and read that lesson and figure out what to do with that. But they decided to meet an hour earlier, which I technically could have gone, and I was technically still awake for, but I had only had like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and so I was like, I'm just going to go back to sleep and not worry about going to my class. And then I didn't go back to sleep, and then I didn't go to my class, and then all of my stuff was coming out. I had a lot of I guess triggers, you could say, this week. I just didn't not doing things, just not feeling like doing things, just not being motivated to do things. Um, and I think part of it, not all of it, but part of it is I do not have the money. So I did not order my DDR Prime, and I ran out this week. And I know it only takes the edge off, but that little bit of edge, that little bit of oomph, that little bit that helps me to get out of bed and do things every day is huge for me. And not having that little boost is hard for me. And so I need to order some more, but in order to do that, I need to go to work, and I need to go to work in order to make money, in order to pay bills. And I am further behind on my bills this week because I didn't go to work this week, which is not good either. I went to work on Monday, and I had every intention of going to work on Tuesday, and I did not. And I thought, well, I'll go to work on Wednesday after my writing group. And I was soaking wet, and I was like, I am not going anywhere in this weather when I am drenched. So I did not. And then I didn't, because I didn't leave my house on Thursday. I didn't. So I'm going to work tonight. I'm making myself go to work tonight because I really have bills to pay. I really need to make the money. I really have no excuses. I'm full of excuses, but that is not a reason not to do things. And I just had some triggers, which I really wasn't aware of. I did write in my journal for a few days this past week, which is awesome and amazing. And I think I didn't write in my journal on Tuesday, Wednesday, or last night, which is also part of my problem. I don't write in my journal, and then that messes with my brain because journaling also helps me. And if I get the combination of my DDR prime and my journaling together, it helps with the whole emotional side of everything. But I wasn't doing either of those things this week, and so the whole emotional side of me just fell apart, basically. And falling apart does not make it easy for me to do things. So I did not do my exercises. I was doing them. I did them Saturday and I did them Monday, and I was up to like 3 sets of 10, very painful sets of 10. I think I actually did some sets of 4 when I was doing my leg lifts and my tummy crunches. So I was like, because I lost count of what I was doing, so I did extra ones. I'm like, cool. Not that I want to do sets of 4. I should increase it to like 3 sets of 15 or something. But I am grateful I didn't gain any weight this week. I'm still at 268. Not that I like being at 268.2, whatever that means. But it's the same as what I weighed myself on Saturday. So I'm like, all right, I'm the same. I'm not putting on weight, which is good. But I need to continue to lose weight. And I have continued to feed myself. I have been eating and I have been drinking more water. I actually drank on Monday, I think I actually drank like 7 bottles of water, and I was totally impressed with myself. And then because I didn't go anywhere or do anything, I have only been drinking like 3 or 4 bottles of water, and I didn't even count how many bottles of water I drank yesterday or today, which again, not good for me to be doing that. I need to be drinking more water, which is probably why I'm feeling very parched, because my body's like, hey, you've been giving us water and now we're thirsty. Which is awesome. My body's telling me, and I'm aware that it's telling me I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, and I'm just like, oh, my body is so demanding. It needs so many things, and I just don't want to give it to it. But I need to, and it's the emotional side of me that just, for whatever reason, doesn't want to do it. And I wish I had control over whatever it is that's triggering me or whatever's going on in my world and my life, and I don't know. But I also didn't. When I stopped journaling, I stopped reading my scriptures and meditationals, and I was just like, all of these things help me because I have learned, and that's the whole point of my 100 weeks of doing this, is that I know I need to spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, socially, and financially put my life back together. I'm a mess in all 6 of those areas, and I'm aware of that. But I know all 6 of those areas overlap. They intertwine, and you can't really do one without the other. And as working on each of those, they all help, because when I feel spiritually lifted, I feel emotionally lifted. It's like those little endorphins go off in my brain, and I'm like, I'm okay, I can do this. When I journal, it helps me process all of those emotions, and it helps me get spiritual revelations, helps me make sure that I'm on the same page and doing the things that God wants me to do in my life, and feeling good about myself. When I feel good about myself emotionally, I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to sleep. I sleep better when I do all of those things, which is amazing. I have not been sleeping the last 3 days, by the way. I don't know what happened, but Wednesday I did not go to sleep. And I got like 3 hours of sleep on Thursday, which is why I didn't go to my meeting. And then I did not sleep. And then I got about 3 hours of sleep today, and then I made myself go back to sleep. But I woke up and was being triggered and having panic attacks, and I thought, I'm going to go to work. And then I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going back to bed. So I did go back to sleep, so I got another like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. So I've got maybe a mixed up maybe 5 hours of sleep, but I decided, okay, I can't keep doing this. I have to go to work. I have to get out of my house. I have to get back to my list, which makes me really grateful that I have these weekly videos, because these weekly videos are meant to help keep me on track, to share my progress with anyone that's watching, or to lend support to anyone else that wants to try to work on themselves as well. So you can kind of see my process. And it's also a reminder to me that I set this out for 100 weeks because I know this isn't going to be an overnight change. I know this isn't going to be an easy process for me. This is going to be difficult to make all of these changes in my life. but I know that I'm worth it. And I know that all of this effort is going to pay off in the end. And I know I'm going to have my setbacks. I just feel like I just started and I'm already having setbacks. But then I think, the adversary never wants us to succeed, and God always does. So there's always something that gets in the way. There's always life, emotions, there's always excuses. And it's just a matter of overcoming them. And I have created these challenges for myself, or life has created these challenges, however you want to look at it. I have these challenges, these hurdles that need to be met, that need to be overcome in order to feel like I am whole or healthy in the 6 areas that I have chosen: mentally, socially, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and something else. Did I say socially already? Oh dear. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, socially, physically, and financially. Physically is the one I was missing. There we go. I knew I was missing one. I have a list written down. I'm just not reading off of it. But I know that these areas are all areas in which that I can improve. And they're all areas I can continue to improve my entire life. But I feel like these are things I need to do, and I need to continue to do these things. And I realized that this was not a good week for those things. For whatever reason, my brain just shut down and my emotions just took over. And that's another reason why I want to be working on these areas, is because I do not want the depression to keep taking over. I do not want to keep having days where I just can't function. And it's not good, because then I get sucked into nothing, and it sucks. So it's hard to break that cycle. It is hard to break that cycle. And I am reminding myself that it is hard to break that cycle. And for anyone else that's going through this and trying to make changes, it's hard to break the cycle, the old habits. It's hard. It's hard to do that, but it helps to replace them with better things. And I know I have done this in the past, and it works. That as I replace them with better things, eventually I get to the point where I don't have time to do the unhealthy things. I just don't have time. There's like no time in my day because I'm too busy taking care of all the other things that need to be taken care of. So I am attempting to try to do that, and I am grateful that I can, and that I am not giving up. Normally I would get to this point and I'm like, I'm just going to give up. I am done. I just can't do this. But I am not doing that this time. I am sticking to my commitment. I may not be making the progress I would like to make in the beginning, but I'm trying to remind myself, slow and steady. I'm a tortoise. This is not meant to be an overnight change. This is supposed to be something that's going to be very subtle and over time. And I will get there. And I am not giving up just because I had a few bad days this week. So I am not giving up. I am trying to get back on track today. I am not going to do my exercises today, but I will try to drink my water. And maybe I could get myself to write in my journal tonight, and that would be awesome. And then we'll see what tomorrow brings. And I will let you know next week. So that is all I have for today. If you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day and find a great week full of gratitude, and maybe find some ways to create a healthier, happier lifestyle for yourself as well.